Hi, this is Carlos Cousins, and the following history and social studies passage question is asking us for why the author would quote a document. So here we're talking about the Declaration of Independence, and we start with the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, etc., etc., etc. And it ends with the way that the Declaration usually ends. If you don't know the Declaration, that's fine. You didn't have to. But then we start talking about women at the very end. Such has been the patient sufferance of the women under this government, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to demand the equal station to which they are entitled. So what they're constrained to do is to demand the station to which they're entitled. Now, the quote here ended with, but when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their duty to throw off such government and provide the new guards for the future security. But what they say this constrains them to do is to demand the equal station to which they are entitled, not to throw off the government necessarily, though that's what the Declaration of Independence obviously did. We're trying to throw off the government of the British over Americans. So the United States government is unfairly biased toward women, so they have a duty to overthrow it. No, that's not what they're saying. They said simply that they have the right to demand the equal station to which they're entitled. They want to demand to be equal to men, not to overthrow the government. The oppression of women at the hands of men is akin to that of a people subject to a tyrannical ruler. So this seems a little bit better. They are oppressed at the hands of men in this government, just like we were oppressed under the British. Otherwise, they wouldn't be quoting this. The reason they're quoting it is to show us how similar it is. That just like America was being mistreated by the British, women feel mistreated by men under the American government. History has always progressed toward the liberation of more and more people. This may be true, but that's not why they quoted the Declaration of Independence. They would have done better by just giving us maybe a little bit of a history lesson as to how more and more people have been liberated, and then show that, I guess, women have to be liberated then as a result. Or you could predict that women would be because of the past. The Seneca Falls Convention is just one example in a long tradition of conventions that have taken place in the United States. Maybe. In fact, likely there have been many conventions, but that's not why they quoted the Declaration of Independence. They quoted it to show that women, just like Americans were mistreated under the British, are being mistreated by men in this government. Not to overthrow it, but simply to demand to be equal, demand the equal station to which they are entitled. Hope that helped with this passage, and happy prepping.